Hello everyone, this is Phantom here, and today I have a Rocket X Reader story that I mentioned in my community post just a few hours ago. I want to say maybe 3 or 4 hours ago because this story took so long to finish. It has over 1,600 words, so it's quite lengthy. But I said in the community post that this was a request by someone named Gabriella, I can't say it in the accent way, but her name was Gabriella Millen 2 on Wattpad. And she had contacted me right after I had stopped taking requests, and I decided that she would be the last person I take a request from because I am currently backed up on ideas. I have 2 whole lists of ideas, one on my computer and one on my phone, and both of them have pretty good ideas that I really want to do. I don't know if I'll do them anytime soon, and I'm unfortunately having to say that the fan art that I have, I cannot give proper credit to the fan artist who made this because for some reason she has disappeared. Like, I cannot find her Twitter and I cannot find her YouTube channel, so I don't know if she deleted her social media or if she got, claimed or what, but it's very concerning. So I'm gonna do my best to try and just work with the fan art I have, and I'm really sad to see that I lost a fan artist because guys, I love fan art. It's a wonderful thing to have because it really makes me feel lucky to have you guys, because I'm surprised that people actually dedicate time to make fan art for me, let alone to even comment for me. So trust me whenever I say that I really hope that she's okay. Or he, I don't know, and I'm really ashamed to say this, but I don't know the gender of my fan artist, but I do hope that they're okay. Because it would be very unfortunate if I had to find out that they had to restart completely on social media, because that'd be very annoying. Because I've seen that before, it's not fun. But anyways, let's talk more about the Rocket X Reader story. I was originally going to it's originally titled I'll Miss You, but I'm probably going to change it to For Her because of what you're going to see at the end of the story. So bear in mind that this involves major character death. And that's as far as I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil it. But just keep in mind that this was a request and I may do a happy ending to this. I'm not sure. But I can't do it now because I'll explain that in the video. But let's just say school started 2 weeks ago and I already have a project. I've already had 2 projects and an essay to do. Junior year sucks. But anyway, guys, enough with the chitter chatter. Let's go ahead and get started. The Guardians are enjoying a nice round of shots at a local bar on some random planet. You forgot the name of the planet long ago. With a combination of the alcohol and the fact that hopping from planet to planet is all you people do, not like I'm one to judge, but whatever, you totally forget where you have and haven't gone. Anyway, that's not the point. You are drinking with Rocket at your side, and a weird blue man shows up next to you. Hey, honey, you want a drink? No, I already have one of my own from my boyfriend. Screw that guy. I bet that guy can't show you what a real good time is. Why don't you let me buy you a drink? And then we can see if the night takes us, he purred out. You took a better look at him and cringed. He had all sorts of ugly scratch marks all over his face and was riddled with what looked like acne. No way, fugly. My date is right here, and I am not ditching him for you of all things. The man looked over at Rocket, who began to take notice of the situation. Hey, man, back off. She's mine, he growled. The guy growled back and said, Little guy, you don't want to mess with me. Or what? While saying this, Rocket was getting his guns out. Very quickly, you were grabbed by the throat from the man, and a gun was pointed at the side of your head. The man said in a very serious tone, Just give me the girl and I'll let you live. Fear registered in Rocket's eyes, and he probably looked just as bad, if not worse. The rest of the Guardians jumped in and pointed their weapons at the man. Without a moment to lose, the man shot you in the head and turned the gun on himself and pulled the trigger. You both were dead before you hit the ground. Rocket screamed out and he ran over to you, picking up your body. He kept saying no over and over again. Please, no. Rocket shot up from his bed and felt hot sweat and tears trail down his face and body. He looked over at his clock. 2:30 a.m. He then realized it was all a dream. He looked over to Groot's bed, and luckily he does in fact sleep like a tree. He sniffled quietly and felt the images of your dead body rush into his mind. He felt more and more tears flood down his face, and he realized he couldn't truly wake up from the dream until he knew for a fact that you were okay. He hopped down from his bed and went straight to your room. He knocked on the door gently, but no response. His heart raced within seconds, and he opened the door, but didn't see a trace of you in your room. He panicked and headed straight for the cockpit and saw you flying the ship with Quill sleeping in his chair. He looked over to Rocket and saw him. Hi, sweetheart. A little late to be awake, don't you think? However, when you looked back into the galaxy, you failed to see that there were tears streaking down his face and onto the floor. Next thing you know, he rushes over to your seat and begins to quietly sob. Shock overtakes you before a wave of sadness and pity for the small raccoon. You looked over and saw Quill stir in his sleep, so you picked up Rocket and took him quietly to your room. Neither of you said anything, and you just kept petting and scratched the back of his ears. He sniffled and quietly sobbed. When he started to calm down, he spoke. Did you have a nightmare again? Yeah. Was it about the lab? No. I wish. You wish? Now that's how you know it's bad. Tell me about it. I'm all ears. Rocket then went on to explain everything that happened in his dream. It took you by surprise with how vivid it was. He normally has foggy and scattered images of the labs, not a full-fledged movie of your death. Rocket, I promise you that I'm not going anywhere. I promise I'll be here for you whether I'm dead or not. And I don't plan on dying just yet. You didn't plan on it in the dream, but it happened, Rocket muttered. He did have a good point. Rocket, listen to me. You took a deep breath, trying to find a way to make him understand. Whether I die tomorrow or when I'm 95, I will always love you. If I do end up dying, do not go down with me. And why is that? Rocket, he said with a sad tone. Think of it this way. My life is my responsibility. It's up to me to keep it up. And it's the same for you. It would tear the team apart if you did that. It'd be like if Gamora died and Quill killed himself to join her. Who would lead the team? And if you died, who would take care of Groot? Do you want to live him with frickin' Drax? He chuckled. Besides, Rocket, I bet that when one of us passes on, we will meet again. Whether that be in a heaven or in another life. We shouldn't force it. I love you, and I'll always be there, regardless of death. He looked over on your shoulder and see Rocket sleeping. He giggled and kissed his forehead. Then he laid yourself down with him and went to sleep. The last thing you remember before sleep overtook you, you heard Rocket mutter, I love you. You said it back and passed out with him in your arms. The next day. After breakfast, you noticed that Rocket was still in a somber mood. The Guardians luckily backed off, as they have learned in the past that when he is in a salty mood, it's best to leave him be. Because of this, you and Groot were the only ones brave enough to approach him. But every time he looked at you, he felt his heart race. He just couldn't erase the images of your shocked expression with the bullet wound on the side of your head. It killed him inside because he knows he loves you just as much as he does for Groot. Suddenly, Quill yelled out from the upper level, Guys, we got a distress signal coming in from a planet. Come on. You all piled up into the cockpit and got into your seats. When you got to the planet, you guys began tracking down the distress signal and found out it was some sort of mass murderer. You both got your weapons out and attempted to surround him, but when you, Rocket, and a group were attempting to get behind him through an alleyway, he ran towards you both, towards you three, and stopped in his tracks. Horror registered in his face, but he held his ground and aimed his gun at you three. In response, you three got your weapons ready. This man knew he had to distract you guys to get away, and he looked at you and Rocket for the longest moment. Within a sudden second, he shot you in the chest, and Rocket caught you. When Rocket looked up, the man was gone. Rocket grabbed the walkie from his side and told Quote he got away and that you got shot. As the team went to track down the savage killer, Rocket and Gerd took you back to the ship. By that point, you had lost a lot of blood. And you hated the fact you had to say this. Rocket. What? Are you okay, your name? Rocket, I think that nightmare, it's coming true. What? No. No. Your name, I can't see you die twice. Please don't leave me. He and Groot were crying, and little did you guys know, the others were in the doorway, holding in the tears. You grabbed Rocket's small paw and squeezed it. Rocket, promise me you'll watch over the others. Be better than me and live life. If not for you, for me. Your name, I am begging you, don't do this to me. Why are you doing this to me? Why? Rocket, I love you so much. And then things went white. Rocket was breathing very raggedly, and at that point, Quo stepped into the room, tears streaming down his face. I'm sorry, Rocket, but she's with God now. Don't let her die in vain. Live for us. Live for her. Live for yourself. We need you. Rocket began to break down. He let out in a shaky voice, I will. I'll do it for her. I promised her. Cole kneeled down and patted his shoulder. For her. The end. I legit remember that as I was writing this, and it was the same story for the Bucky X Shooter story, but I actually almost cried. Because, I don't like writing depressing stories because I feel so bad and everything, and I'm the type of person where I have a phobia of the pain that leads to death, so I don't like the idea of potentially dying like this. But I know that my readers out there can have rather vivid imaginations, and if you guys want something like that, I'll give it to you, but I might make altercations, and you gotta give it to me. You'll have to indulge me in those points, like with the Bucky story, because I do not want to have to live my life I don't want to have to live my life with the fact that I made a bunch of Bucky Bucky fangirls cry. And it's the same thing with this, because Rocket is my baby. He is the literal reason why I'm into Marvel. So thank Rocket for me even writing Marvel fanfiction. He's the one who mainly got this YouTube channel so popular. Well, technically that was Loki, but you guys know what I mean. And unfortunately, I might not have much time to upload during this first month or so, or maybe not much at all. I'm not stopping the channel, don't get it twisted, guys, but I'm not gonna have time for the next few weeks because I have a library crew that I'm joining at my school. I have projects, I have essays, I have all sorts of stuff going on, and it's frustrating. And within the second week of school, I had a test, I had a project, a second project, and now an essay. So junior year in high school really does suck, guys, but no one near as much as senior year from what I heard. So be ready for that, guys. And I'm very annoyed with this fact because it doesn't help that I don't have a computer lab class, because I had one last year, and that's how I was able to update my story so much, because I was always on a computer every day, almost. So please understand that if I'm not uploading, it's for a reason. And it's not because I'm forgetting about you guys. It's also because, like, during my days on weekends, I don't want to have to spend hours writing. Because I woke up at night at like 7:50 in the morning today, which was annoying. And I goofed around for about an hour, and then at 9:30 I got to work on this story, and it is right now 1 p.m. So I've spent 4 hours making this story. So do not tell me that I'm not dedicated to you guys, because I'm very dedicated. And if I'm going to sit in this chair for 4 hours, know that I really am serious about this story. Because I've been putting it off for 2 months, because I promised the person, like, oh, I'll do it. But then I realized, but then my breakup with my ex came along. And then school started, and it was all just this big mess. Plus, I had to get dental surgery. Plus, I had to get my hair done. Plus, I got my new glasses. All of that. It's just been appointments lately, and I've had nothing else to do. So, the fact that I have a free Saturday is a miracle. I'm not going to be free tomorrow at all, because I'm going to have tutoring probably all day. And I hate it, but I got to get my math project done. So, that sucks. But anyway, guys, enough of me rambling like an idiot. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I don't know how long it is. It's probably very long. It's 16 minutes. So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna quickly end it. This is Fun About It, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Bye-bye.